Salutations, everybody. It is Matty here today. I know it's a webcam video, but that means that news is breaking and your boy was not about to do the whole setup over there. I had to sit down at the computer and get on this right away. We were working on a completely different video today, but then Phil Spencer dropped, I think, the most significant update yet when it comes to the Activision acquisition and the status of exclusive games. And I'm going to call myself out right away. Comment, boys, you can come after me. I was wrong on this front. Potentially, because I got some big brain plays here that I think Xbox may be up to, and we'll discuss what exactly that may be. So if you're new here, you're looking for Xbox news, information, discussions, reviews, all that crazy stuff, you're in the right place. Consider subscribing. Apologies again for the webcam video. I know a lot of you don't care. I personally do. I like to have some quality here, but I know a lot of you don't care. So with that, let's read the tweet and the subsequent articles that I also want to cover because I think it's really interesting. So first, the tweet from Phil Spencer. He says, had good calls this week with leaders at Sony. I confirmed our intent to honor all existing agreements upon acquisition of Activision Blizzard and our desire to keep Call of Duty on PlayStation. Sony is an important part of our industry, and we value our relationship. Now, this is a good look for Xbox. While PlayStation collects Spider-Man, which is arguably as big as Call of Duty, while they collect Final Fantasy and they never let it go to Xbox, Xbox is saying, okay, we outright bought Activision, and we're gonna let you still have Call of Duty. It makes them look like the good guys here, although I don't know if that's really the play that they're going for about optics, because here's the thing. Before all of this tweet went out, Bloomberg posted an article titled, Sony expects Activision games to remain on PlayStation, Wall Street Journal reports. My feeling is Phil saw this headline and got on the phone right away, because here is the quote. We expect that Microsoft will abide by contractual agreements and continue to ensure Activision games are multi-platform, a Sony spokesman told the Wall Street Journal on Thursday. Then the article continues saying Microsoft hasn't yet detailed how it plans to leverage Activision's content and game lineup in a broader entertainment strategy. Though Xbox chief Phil Spencer said as part of the announcement that Activision Blizzard games are enjoyed on a variety of platforms and we plan to continue to support those communities moving forward. Now, at first, my theory here was that it was a response to this article here. I know there's a lot of information to take in, but this story is huge, so I hope you're all paying attention. This article is titled, Sony stock value loses $20 billion, but will likely recover here. So I thought this was a reaction to the financial stuff, because if you notice, Sony's responding to the Activision acquisition. They never said anything about Bethesda. And in fact, it's kind of interesting because I thought Sony's response to Bethesda's acquisition was perfect. Go round up the teams that you've been working with for years, like Housemarque, like Bluepoint, make them a part of that PlayStation stable. Go focus on PC. Get Nixxes for a PC port studio. I thought they were super intelligent. Invest in new teams, something I really want Xbox to do. So to me, them speaking, saying, we expect these games to be multi-plat, I thought Xbox was going to go like, boop, boop, double middle finger and be like, where's our Spider-Man? Where's our Final Fantasy? This was a bit surprising, but the article continues saying Sony shares have fallen by 13%, which equates to roughly $20 billion since Microsoft announced its plans to acquire Call of Duty publisher Activision for $68 billion. The sharp drop in market value represents Sony's biggest loss since 2008 in October, removing $20 billion from the company's value in just one single day. However, stock value is expected to recover in due course. The reason for that, I think this article is right on the nose here, was that there is positive news for other publishers, however. Shares at Square Enix, Capcom, Konami all rose by 5%, while Ubisoft, which is an interesting target, went up by 11%. Perhaps shareholders see the companies as the next potential targets for a takeover, which would make a lot of sense. So I think that this could be PlayStation responding to the drop in stock value, but this could also be people noticing the industry for gaming is moving, growing, and there's a lot of money here that's probably to be made by these suits, so they are taking their cash to the next likely target. Ubisoft would make a lot of sense. That's not financial advice, but let's bring it back to the original tweet here. We had good calls this week with the leaders at Sony. I confirmed our intent to honor all existing agreements upon acquisition of Activision Blizzard and our desire to keep Call of Duty on PlayStation. Sony is an important part of our industry and we value our relationship. This is interesting for a number of reasons. Number one, Call of Duty plays into Warzone. Now, if you remember my original video when this news broke, I was like, yeah, even Call of Duty is going to be exclusive in my opinion. And there is, and I'm not saying this to hold on to the idea that I'm right. I have no issues of being wrong. So that's how we grow as people. Philosophy aside, let's continue talking about this. What could be happening here is a theory I did spout out, which is Warzone, which is Call of Duty, will remain multi-platform. But that Xbox rolls in Call of Duty. Why do you do this, though, is the big question people are asking. Why would they roll in Call of Duty but keep Warzone out there? Warzone gives them enough of a taste. Warzone is also huge. It's a games as a service title. It's free to play. So Xbox benefits by it reaching more people. There is the fact that even if Xbox owns Activision, that any copy on PlayStation sold earns them money. And with something like Call of Duty, which if you haven't seen the NPDs, check this out here. 2 Call of Duty games were in the top 2 selling games for 2021. So for every copy sold, once this deal is sealed, Xbox will be making money. So it could benefit them just to have it available on PlayStation. But I want to take it a step further with people because this has been something Xbox has, I don't want to say openly been working towards, but they've said it in PR speak, and we've even seen leaked emails from Phil Spencer himself saying that Xbox has not given up on bringing Game Pass to other platforms. And we've talked a lot about Nintendo being a likely target. The reason we've talked about Nintendo a lot is because we've seen Nintendo Switches in the background of these Xbox executive videos, right? So the speculation would go down to Nintendo, but now I think with the pressure being on PlayStation, this is a move that undoubtedly hurts them way more than Bethesda. Why is that? Fallout, Elder Scrolls, Doom, Wolfenstein, I love all these games more than Call of Duty. Dishonored, but they come out every 4 or 5 years. And outside of Fallout and Elder Scrolls, I don't think these series are super big or cash cows where PlayStation's like, we can afford to lose these. Call of Duty, PlayStation has recently gotten bed with for the last couple of years. If you remember, a long while ago during every Microsoft E3, you could expect to see the new Call of Duty there. That stopped for a while as they teamed up with PlayStation. The DLC would come there first. Tons of marketing deals because there's a lot of money in Call of Duty. Okay? All I'm saying is I am still holding on to my theory that I said when this news broke that Call of Duty will remain exclusive in some capacity, whether that be through Game Pass or on the consoles. Warzone, however, will be multi-plat. What Phil is saying here is intentionally vague in my eyes here, that they're confirming intent and their desire, things that are not tangible. And Call of Duty on PlayStation now means, because of the size of the franchise, a lot of things. So yeah, I think Call of Duty Warzone will be on PlayStation. And I think if they want Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, World at War 2, whatever they do next, if they want those Call of Duties, you got to bring Game Pass to PlayStation. Because the goal of these acquisitions is to make Game Pass grow. And as Xbox munches up more significant studios like Activision Blizzard, which gets really close to home for PlayStation on a third-party level, okay? They inch ever so closer to getting this app onto places that we never thought were possible. I'll be the first to admit, last year, if you asked me, hey, is Game Pass coming to PlayStation? It's a fool's errand, okay? See you in 2026 maybe. But now, with this deal here, I think that there's a chance. And that's why I think the intentionally vague statement of them galaxy braining this play to get Game Pass on the PlayStation, that's how you'll keep Call of Duty there. Because that's their intent and desire. We want to give you Call of Duty. We're going to put it on our platform exclusively. And you can have it this way. Not just selling it. That is my theory here. Because I just can't buy in full send into the idea that Xbox is going to spend $68.7 billion and not lock down the cash cow for themselves that will undoubtedly bring millions to the service alone. You know, the idea that they'd let that one go, but things like Fallout, Elder Scrolls, Starfield, Doom, really well-known IP get locked down? I don't know. It doesn't add up here. And again, the wording is intentionally vague. And also, PlayStation's the one who sort of set this precedent when you look at it. They would buy out these games on a third-party level, not the studios, which I know Xbox has been very aggressive on. They would buy out these games on a third-party level, like Final Fantasy VII Remake. We wouldn't see anything on Xbox, right? Nothing. That's the game. That's the industry. That's the competition there. It sucks for consumers, but that's how they force you to choose one side or the other, because a lot of their money's made through third-party purchases, where as long as you're deep in that ecosystem and you're invested, you're going to keep spending there and they're going to keep making money. So exclusives play a huge factor in that, in defining what these consoles are. And PlayStation, I think in the last generation with the PlayStation 4, defined how powerful exclusives are, because Xbox One sucked. It was a terrible generation, and we've seen the Xbox Power On documentary. They know it sucked. So to me, we're now seeing the power of having exclusive games to the point where I think Xbox is subtly trying to make PlayStation bend the knee and put their Game Pass app on PlayStation. And this is a really tough spot to be in. Does Xbox actually value Sony? I think so. I think they want them in the industry, but I think they want them in the industry in their own way. Because PlayStation is working on Game Pass, and Phil knows it, because Phil had actually put his own comments out there about a Game Pass competitor, right? He had said, oh, it'd be great to see PlayStation do their own thing with day one releases. He's all for it. Looking like the good guy, right? But will Phil be willing to accept PlayStation's Game Pass first whenever that comes around? So far, as of this gen, as a Xbox player, I would love to have the access for a lot of others who don't have both consoles to be able to play the PlayStation games in their back catalogs. That would be awesome. Do I see PlayStation doing that though? As of now, no. But Xbox lending all of the IP that they've been absorbing to another place and forcing people to effectively sign up because they own so much, that's a more tantalizing offer, I think, for PlayStation, because they're losing things that they previously had, right? We're not talking about, and this is a flaw of Xbox's, I think. They're buying things, they're not building things. And I think there is a power in buying things, but I do want to see Xbox build more. I really do, because beyond the initiative, it's like, come on, let's get some more from the ground up efforts here. Certainly you have the money to do so, it seems. Xbox is attacking things that PlayStation knew they had that they could count on that are no longer to be there in a year or so. And so things change, situations change, and now they must adjust. So this is a moving story, but wow, I am really enthralled by how it's all going here, because there's so much to unpack. We already have news set for tomorrow's video. I was working on it for today. When I saw this, I was like, we got to get into this, because there's a lot of implications here. It could be as simple as what Phil's saying, like, yeah, they're bringing Call of Duty to PlayStation, but I think they are big braining a Game Pass plan where these games will be exclusive to Xbox, and if you want them, bring Game Pass to PlayStation. And I think Call of Duty might be powerful enough to make PlayStation bend the knee with everything else Xbox has in hand. We will see. Obviously, it's another year and change until this deal is official and closed. A lot can happen between now and then. This is just a scorching hot take as the news drops. So I'm looking forward to seeing all of your thoughts in the comments down below. Are you with me? Do you still feel like these games are going to be exclusive to the Xbox consoles and that this is a big play for Game Pass at the end of the day? Or are you of the mindset that they're going to relinquish Call of Duty to PlayStation and say, you know what, this is big enough where we benefit with every copy sold? I think there's not really a wrong argument on either side, and so it makes it a really interesting discussion. So please do fire away. With that, take great care of yourselves. Do be sure to follow me on Twitter, follow me on Instagram. Those links are in the description down below. And a big thank you to all the patrons, all the members who continue to support the hell out of the content here. Stay sexy, stay active. I love you all. Peace.